Hi guys. So today I chose to discuss a topic that affects almost anyone who has ever played a role in the education system. So that includes teachers, students, faculty members, the governing boards, and even parents. And that topic is standardized testing. So it's not the most fun topic and it's not the most exciting, but in my opinion, it's a very important topic to talk about. And the reason it's so essential is that standardized testing has played a huge role in the education system for centuries, but in recent years, the curriculum provided to students has narrowed severely, and we're continuously seeing the backlash caused from that. With that being said, I'm here to convince you that the United States education system should reduce the use of standardized testing and incorporate alternatives such as stealth testing, portfolio based assessments, and even just incorporating the three different learning styles. So, you might be wondering, what is standardized testing? So, the purpose of standardized testing is to allow federal and state governing boards to compare the education systems and even compare the student success, school, and district success across the nation. So, these tests can be useful in determining which schools are lacking in the delivery of education, as well as the geographical areas that might be seeing a lot of neglect when it comes to their system. However, they have become the only source used in measuring school and student success, which I feel is very dangerous because this implies that all teachers need to be teaching the same style in order to get those students passing those same tests. And it also implies that all students learn the same way, which just isn't true. So, in 2015, a survey was conducted, and out of 1,500 faculty members in the National Education Association, 70% of them felt that the primary state assessment they were being made to use was not appropriate for their students and it was not an accurate measurement of the students' knowledge. So, this becomes a problem for several reasons. Uh, First of all, there is a act called No Child Left Behind. This was passed in 2002, and it's meant to reinforce the standards-based education. And since this act, the U.S. has gone from 18th in the world to 31st in the world in math, with a very similar drop in the science section and no change in reading. So, what this means overall is that since implementing the higher use of standardized testing, we've actually worsened in test grades across the United States. Other reasons include just the fact that standardized tests are very narrow and unfair to maybe non English speakers or those with special needs. Additionally, they take away the meaning behind passionate education, which is the reason a lot of teachers go into this career in the first place. They fail to measure creativity, critical thinking, leadership skills, self awareness, perseverance, all of these traits that these students should be learning in school as well. And they've also increased the presence of test anxiety, and that is shown in even as little as elementary school. So, all of that being said, this is why I propose that instead of using standardized testing across the nation, we should be looking into alternatives. And one of these is stealth testing. So, stealth testing is a way that teachers are able to keep up with their students' progress throughout the week. So, they'll kind of check in daily with little quizzes and pop up stuff that instead of teaching them material for 3 to 4 weeks and then testing that at the end of that time in order to see how much they've memorized or retained, they can check in with them daily. And this allows students to move forward when they're ready, as well as take more time on a subject when it's needed. So, overall, it just kind of allows a sense of self progress and moving along as they're able to. The second alternative is portfolio based assessments, which are actually highly useful in high schools. These include projects, group presentations, reports, papers, and all of these are put into a portfolio for the student that are taken throughout the years of their school. And this allows teachers to see the updated progress of these students and how well they're doing or where they may be lacking. And it also allows teachers to assign and create more critical thinking styled projects that will portray the student's knowledge rather than just providing a standardized test that's given to students no matter their capabilities. So the last alternative that I chose was simply just honing in on the learning styles of each student. So the three learning styles are auditory, visual, and kinesthetic, and I believe it's really essential that teachers are able to build close relationships with their students and realize the way that their brain interprets information and almost cater to the students in a way that they're going to receive that information best. So, with all of that being said, my perception of standardized testing really is just that education is not meant to be a one size fits all, and that we're all wired differently, meaning that we retain information in our own individual way. So, standardized testing is basically decreasing students' creativity and narrowing their education to a test of memory. And I truly feel that the education system would be more effective if they eliminate standardized testing and increase individualistic learning and teaching styles. Thank you.